Good to see you. Hello, Mel. Good. Good to see you. How are you? Good, thank you. Good to see you, Rachel. Thanks so much for coming. So, welcome everyone.
Hi.
Nice to have you here today. I don't think you haven't met Felicia, have you?
Hi, my name's Felicia. I'm a psychologist at Cardinia Casey Community Health Service. I work there with mostly children and families who are experiencing some difficulties with their kids' behaviour, and we work together to work out what these behaviours might mean and how we can do something about it.
And do you all know each other? No? So how about we have a bit of an introduction? Yeah. Do you mind that if you say perhaps your name, then your children's names and how old they are?
My name's Melissa. I have two children, Alexandra and Daniel. Alexandra is 4 years and Daniel is 9 months.
My name's Shannon. I've got two girls. One is 5, Jindara, and then Gio, who is 16 months old, I think thereabouts.
My name is Amal. You have two children, Ala in Barabi school and Ashka 2 years.
My name's Isabel. I've got a son, Stefan, and he's 2 years old.
My name's Rachel and I have two boys. Samuel is nearly 4 in May, and Joseph is 16 months.
So is there anything at the moment that's bothering you about your child's behaviour at home?
Stefan used to throw a lot of tantrums and screaming, always wanting me, around. Even if I leave the house, he would scream for at least 40 minutes.
That must be very hard.
It is, because I have to go shopping, so, my husband can look after him at certain days, but it's hard.
Okay, anyone else?
Samuel, he doesn't play very well on his own independently. He will follow me around the house wanting to get involved in whatever I'm doing or wanting to get me to play with him. He doesn't just go off and play by himself at all.
Shannon, what about you? You've just gone back to work recently, haven't you? Yeah. So what happens with Nan when you're at work?
We went from her being full-time at home with me. Now she's 2 days a week kinder. But I find when I get her home, she's a lot more tighter, a lot more crankier. You try and prepare dinner and the baby's pulling at your skirt at the back. Just tired, just overloaded and stuff from kinder. But the more I walk away from her, the more aggravated she gets. So I think I've got to figure out something better in between.
Probably big changes for you too, so you're learning to adjust to all these different things as well.
Yeah, new time management. Absolutely.
Yeah. So these sound like the sort of concerns that lots of parents would have. Yeah? I wonder what it is that all of these children are saying to you when they're wanting your attention like that. What are they saying to you?
They just want time.
Time
you spend
with you.
so much time taking care of them in the house that you don't get a lot of time to actually play with them and just talk to them and things like that. And I think that's all they really want. It's just you, to put it simply.
Well, I've got something here to show you today, something very simple that you can try at home. It's a little program called Watch, Wait and Wonder. And that's basically all you have to do with your kids. It's about giving your child that special time that Melissa was talking about, that your children are craving from you. The idea is that you set aside some very special time when it's just you and your child. And if you've got other children, that means finding a time when they're somewhere else with someone else. What a lot of parents find is that if you're able to give your child what they're asking for, that very special time with just you, then it's easier for them in the rest of the day, and you might find a change in those kind of behaviours that you were talking about, Shannon and Rachel and Isabel. Yeah? So would you like to have a look at this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? We've actually got some parents talking about the program on a DVD. So let's have a look at it and see what you think. So, what did you think of that? What did you think of the DVD?
It's good. Are we allowed to talk to our children?
You would find that very hard as well, wouldn't you?
It is
if you
very
couldn't
hard not to
talk. No, it's fine. You just be natural with your child. Just whatever you would do. What we're looking for is that you don't tell him what to do.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. But if he asks you, what's that, or he gives you something and asks you a question, of course you talk with him. It's a bit like playing follow the leader, I suppose.
Right.
Where Stefan is the leader and you follow him. So he decides what the game's going to look like, and you're just there with him. If he wants you to interact, then you do. If he doesn't, then you're just there watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds like a new idea.
Very new.
Yeah. And
I noticed the parents didn't interfere too much with the kids. They were kind of sitting there in their area of play, but didn't grab the toys and say, oh, what's this and what's that. So mums are so used to fussing and doing this and doing that now it's like, oh, okay, baby, go for it. So it'll be a new lesson for everyone.
It can sometimes be really hard, I think, to sit back like that, isn't it? It's really quite different to often what we normally do.
To actually step back and say, all right, take the lead.
You show me how to do it. Yeah.
I wonder what that might feel like for the child. When, just for this part of the day, hey, mum's not telling me what to do, and she's actually there with me, giving me all of her attention. How might that feel for the child, do you think?
It's a bit of strength, for the kid too, in the sense that I'm allowed, you're trusting me with this? Oh, okay, let's do this, mum, cool, instead of, come on, let's go, son, daughter, let's move it, otherwise being pulled in this direction, dragged over here. It's kind of like their own 2 feet sort of mode, isn't it?
Undivided attention. I mean, when do they usually? They don't get that.
Yeah.
It's wholesome,
Never.
Especially perhaps in families where there's more than one child. Yeah. Like you've got 2 children, Rachel.
Yeah, but I can think of a time when Joseph's asleep that I can probably set aside some time with Samuel. To give that a go.
What about you, Shannon? You've got the 2 older girls.
2 older girls, and I often have fallen into the rut of asking the girls to come and get Nan, because I think, they're all kids, they'll all play together, it'll be better than she plays with kids than she plays with mum sort of thing. So that habit I'll have to change as well, and just sort of hang out with Nan one-on-one a bit more.
Have you got any questions about it? Anything you're not sure about?
One question. Does it have to be at the same time every day for them to know?
No. No. So it's about finding a time that suits both you and Stefan.
Okay.
So where you're not going to be running off, answering the phone or rushing off to do something, and where he's awake and happy. So it can be any time on the clock, but just a time that suits both of you.
Indoors and out?
Ideally, see if you can find a space inside. Somewhere where there's not too many distractions. So probably the first thing to think of would be turn off the telly. Because this is about having some really special time where you're concentrating just on your child. So there's no other noise around, distractions like telly or computers. Just find a few special toys and there's a space where you can just sit on the floor with your child and just set aside, say, 15 to 20 minutes and see how it goes. Do you want to give it a go this week? Okay. How about you try and do it at least 2 or 3 times this week? Just around 20 minutes or so. And then if we can come back again next week, and we'll see how you went.
It almost feels funny allocating time for your child. Let's come to that, has it? But if it has to be done, I suppose why not? New things have to be tried. Absolutely.
Let's get together again next week, same time, and share our stories about how it went.
Okay.
All right? Have fun with it.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye, Melissa. Thanks for coming, Shannon. And Anel.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.